Welcome. I'm gonna give you guys just a few more minutes just to chime in while I get set up over here. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day today, or has had a wonderful day today as myself. So we're gonna get right into day 3 of nurturing myself back to health from being sick over a week ago, and the different types of regimen and things I had included on my healing journey. So welcome in, guys. So I am enjoying my beautiful backyard. Again, I'm going to be streaming from my backyard, well, from my patio weather. So guys, you all welcome in. I'm gonna give you guys just a few more minutes to just tap in before I get started, so that I won't be too long, but just really just to give you guys an update of this day 3 of my healing journey. So as you can see by the thumbnail, it was titled me doing a hot work sauna. So as I said yesterday, I want to do certain things on my journey, on my healing journey, to kind of aid in the recovery of my muscles and all those things that were affected, why I was laid up for a couple of days, about almost a week. So yeah, guys, so welcome in. I hope you guys is having a wonderful day. So yeah, I'm just going to give you guys just a few more minutes to tap in, okay? So come in, please double tap the screen, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. So because I'm outside, I have on my beautiful sun hat. Hey Melvin, how are you? Welcome, Melvin. How are you today? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So yeah, guys, y'all double tap the screen for your girl. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. And subscribe to the channel, Melvin, if you haven't already. Good. So what have you been doing today, Melvin, before we get started and get people time enough to chime in? What have you been doing today? So you guys, welcome in. I'm really excited to give you an update of day 3 of my healing journey and what I did today, a part of my recovery method that I did today. So I was able to go to Hot Works and do a hot sauna workout. You're watching TV. You're watching TV. Well, thank you for tapping in for a few minutes, Melvin. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. You like my sun hat? So because I'm sitting outside on my patio and it's like still a little warm out here, I wanted to cover my head and, just put on my sun hat to go with the atmosphere and the ambiance and all that stuff. So guys, Melvin, some of you guys have tapped in with me for the last couple of days. Thank you so much for your well wishes and all of that good stuff in my recovery. So just to give Melvin and those who don't know a little backstory of why I'm taking this time to do self-care regimen in my recovery. I was sick for about a week, so I wasn't able to record because I was literally bound to bed. I could not get out of bed for literally a week. Thank you, Melvin, for being new. Thank you. Double tap the screen, Melvin. Thank you so much for tapping in and stopping by. So, guys, you all come in and say hi to Melvin. So, hope some of the community that chimes in with me every day stop in or stop by to say hi and say hi to Melvin. Don't forget, guys, if y'all are coming in, to thumbs up the video, double tap the screen, as well as turn on your notifications. And subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Oh, thank you, Melvin. Thank you so much. Where are you hailing from, Melvin? Want to give people a few minutes. Where are you hailing from? I'm here in Tennessee, so it's about 92 right now, maybe 90. But it's a really, really beautiful day. And as I'm doing all of these different regimen, guys, on my healing journey, when I tell you that I feel so much better, I knew that I needed to give myself some self-care, that I need to give myself some time to recover, not to really overstimulate my body, because my muscles were so sore and every inch of my body hurt. When I tell you that my body put me down, it shut down completely. I could not eat for about 5 and 6 days. I could not eat. I could not do anything but sleep. I could not walk. My body shut down on me so severely, mainly from severe dehydration, and I think also from food contamination, because just to give you a backstory, Melvin, of what happened, to catch you up abreast, is that I took on a project the week before with a family member to help her prepare for a celebration for one of her grandkids. And so we were out late afternoon till about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, when it was like 101, 102. It was really, really hot. And I really didn't take care of myself properly. I didn't hydrate. I wasn't feeding myself the right type of food to be working out in that type of heat. And by the second day, I really knew my body was giving me symptoms. I saw the red flags. I was dizzy. I was lightheaded. And I just chalked it up to, being out in the sun and, doing really strenuous work. What I should have done was to take a step back and not work myself, not overstimulate myself for 4 consecutive days in a row. Same time, same type of heat, same type of environment, and not really just give myself and my body all the nutrients, all the hydration and I needed. So by the 4th day, my body literally shut down on me, and I couldn't do none but bed rest. I was nauseated. Like I said, I couldn't eat. I slept most of the day, maybe 5, 6 days in a row, at least 8 hours or more, and probably the whole entire day, every single day for about 5, 6 days straight. This how severe my dehydration was. This how severe my body has shut down on me. So this past Saturday, really was the first day that I felt strong enough to get up, to kind of circulate my blood, to get up, to try to feel better, to really just break up the monotony of just standing in the bed and just laying there and sleeping. I knew that I needed to get up and circulate my body, get my blood to flowing and all that stuff. So this week, I knew that I really wanted to do nothing but to give my body some self-care regimen, to kind of revitalize and rejuvenate my muscles, trying to build back up my strength, you know what I'm saying? So I knew that I needed to not overstimulate myself and really just take care of myself. And so that's what I've been doing all this week, guys. So if you all have, watched some of the videos from Monday up until now, Monday, all I did was basically, and I knew that I was going to go try to, get myself back into nature, because for me, I'm a nature bug, and I know all the beneficial properties and healing mechanism for me personally, being out in nature and what it does for my body. So I knew that I needed to get back to nature, and that's what I did. So Monday, I went to one of my very favorite spots that I go to walk and do my, all of my walking, my nature walking and all that stuff. And I have a favorite tree there. And all I did was really sit under the tree, and I just grounded my body back to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I brought my blanket, my water, all of that type of stuff. And I just really just allowed nature to just nurture me. I just laid my body on the ground. I brought a blanket that I take when I go. After I finish my walking, I usually lay under this tree and I bring my blanket and all this stuff. So after walking, I give myself a cool down time. So I was able to go under this favorite tree again Monday and bring my blanket. And all I did, I allowed my body to just ground itself back to nature. What I mean by that is just I just laid out on the ground, with my feet bare and my hands, to the soil, to the ground, and I just allowed nature to just nurture me. It was sunny, because it was like, I think 11 something. close to 12 that I went. So I just allowed myself to do some sun gazing and just really allow my nature. And it wasn't hot that day as I expected to. And I just wanted nature to just nurture me, to just comfort me, and to just be still. I knew that I needed to quiet my mind, and I needed to be in a place that was serene. I needed to be out in nature. I didn't want to do this indoors because, as I said, I had been indoors for almost a week. So I knew that I needed to be out in nature where nature could take its process in helping me, to aid my body on this healing journey. So that was the first day that I did, and I just felt myself getting better. Every day I did a different self-care regimen, and I just felt myself getting better. I just felt my spirit coming back. I felt my strength coming back. So I knew that my muscles needed to be strengthened. I needed to get my blood circulated. I needed to do all of these things that I would do on a normal daily basis, but I didn't need to overstimulate myself, right? So I did that on Monday, and it was so healing. So I said all that to say, guys, if you are, let me get to part two. If you guys are working out in nature, working outdoors, and it's hot, I don't know where you are, but for me, just learning from this situation that I've been in to really just pay attention to my body. Our bodies, in my situation, always give you signs and give you red flags when you need to slow down, pump the brakes a little bit, and just really just pay attention to the signs, especially when it's so humid outside and we are having all of these different weather phenomenons that's going on and everything with the heat and being, just everything just seems like it's just all just upside down and just going crazy. But really just listening to your body and paying attention to the symptoms. So I want to share my experience with you guys. I know some of you guys may be working construction, or you may, work outdoors, where maybe you're a trucker, or you do transportation, or you do some type of what do you call it, landscaping or whatever. And females does these things too. And I know that some of us, does those type of things, and it's a job for us. But still too, if you don't pay attention to the signs that your body is telling you, even under those conditions, your body is going to shut down on you. And that's the experience that I had to learn the hard way, that my body literally shut down on me. So with that being said, day two, what I did was I just went to, if you saw the video yesterday, I just went to one of my very favorite spots on the lake where I go to do most of my nature walking, or I'm just going there to meditate or just be close to water. This lake is like 2.5 miles round, and so you can access the water from any, direction, regardless of where you are on the lake. So yesterday, all I did was just go to the lake, and I just allowed myself to just be at the lake, to just soak up, being near water, being again out in nature, just relaxing. Took my blanket, took my lemon water, and I listened to some healing frequency music while I was there. So I knew that all of these things that I do on a normal basis, that I needed to scale it back and just really modify all the things that I know that I do and that I know that can bring healing or speed up the recovery in my healing journey. So I was really happy to do that. I didn't walk, because if I was there, I would have been doing maybe 4 miles of walking. So my intention for going there was just basically to soak up, the ocean, just to be out near the water and just relax. And that's all I did yesterday. And so, as I said yesterday, I knew today that I wanted to, as well as incorporate some sauna treatment, because I know I needed to detox. I needed my pores to release some of the toxins and all of that stuff that my body had built up from being, from laying out in the bed for a whole week. My muscles, I knew that I needed to rejuvenate those. I needed to strengthen my muscles. I needed to everything that was affected by me being ill for this week. I knew that all of these things that I needed to incorporate to help aid in my recovery, right? So that's what I did today. I was able to go to Hot Works today, and I wanted to videotape that, and I started videotaping. Oh, thank you, Melvin. So I started to videotape, but they told me that my phone would get overheated, so I wasn't able to videotape the process. But what I gather, or what happened during the 30 minutes Hot Works, and it was a yoga section. So I just really wanted to just go there to just get the benefits of just being in a sauna where I could sweat, where my pores can open and release some of all of that toxin, and just to release anything that I had that was on me that needed to be released by being in a sauna. So if you guys have ever done any type of sauna treatment, you know that it's hot, it's steaming, it just opens up your pores and all that heat, depending on the degree of the heat the temperature that you allow yourself to be in. And it has all of these different settings have different, beneficial properties to your bodies, whether it's anti-aging, or for circulation of your muscles, or relaxation of your muscles, or strengthening and toning your muscles. So those are the type of benefits that you get from being in a sauna, and that's what I needed to do. I knew that I was going to do that, so I was able to do some of the yoga steps, but mostly I took advantage of just being in there and letting my body sweat. You know what I mean? So I was really glad that I did that. And again, all of these things that I'm doing is to really just help just strengthen all of the areas of my body that took a really bad hitting when I was, recovering. So I knew that I needed to do all of these things, and I needed to, really scale back, incorporate. Although I eat a lot of fruit, I knew that I needed to incorporate more fruits, fresh fruits, and I needed to incorporate, fresh vegetables. If you've seen any of my videos, I do that anyway, but because I hadn't been able to, eat anything for that many days, I was basically losing a lot of muscle tone because I wasn't eating. I wasn't able to consume anything without throwing it up or vomiting. So I couldn't do anything but push a lot of fluids, drink a lot of Pedialyte, advanced Pedialyte, to help put back the electrolytes back in my body and all of that stuff. So drinking the Pedialyte and getting all those electrolytes back in my body, really just hydrating with a lot of fluids, water, and cranberry juice really just kept me hydrated, and because I wasn't able to eat. So I was still able to get some things in my body, but just not the food portion. And that's what I've been doing in the last 2 days, is eating as much as I could, even though I haven't gotten the full strength of eating a full meal or even a half of a meal. I'm still, taking bites here and there, fresh fruits and things of that nature, so that I can start, gaining my appetite back. Because to be quite honest with you guys, I still do not have an appetite at all. And even when I prepared dinner for my family yesterday, I still wasn't able to eat maybe but a spoonful of food without feeling nauseated. So I'm still, like I said, this all the things I'm doing is then helping me to, speed up my recovery with the, making sure that I'm just attending to my physical health. You know what I'm saying? My muscles and my muscle tones and all of that type of stuff. So today, that was so great, guys. So I would just encourage you guys, if you have never done a hot sauna treatment, and I've done them before, after going to the gym, and you're sweating when you're leaving, working out at the gym. And most of the gyms that I go to have hot saunas, and you can just go in there and just relax and sweat, and from a hard workout for an hour and a half, and just really kind of let your muscles relax from that hard workout. So I really know that being in a sauna have all types of healing benefits for your body to kind of relax your muscles and all of that type of stuff. So I was really glad to do that, and I'm really just excited to just share my healing journey with you guys, because I know so many of us, we are super women. We think we can do all of these things, and a lot of us can't multitask and do a lot of things, but we got to really still keep in mind that because of the planetary shift that has happened, the sun is almost like 20 million times hotter than it usually is, and just a lot of things just going on with our environment and all of those type of things. So with that even being said, I should have known to listen to my body, because prior to taking on that project with my family member, I was already doing my own project over here in my own time, in my own space over here, and doing other things. So I knew that I was really pushing myself, and I should have pulled back when I didn't. I really should have, because I was already doing other things, besides helping her with her project. So guys, just to encourage you, if you're going to be doing anything strenuous, make sure that you are hydrating yourself. Make sure that you are putting the right foods back in your body to nourish your body, to stimulate your body, to stimulate your mind, your spirit, all of that good stuff, right? Because what I'm learning and what I know, but really 2020 is really hindsight. And sometimes you don't get it until you're in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I know to do all of these things, but when you're in the middle of doing all this stuff, you just lose sight and lose track of everything that you know to do that is right. So I know that we only have one body. So we have to take care of this body. We have to love this body. We have to nurture this body. And when this body is telling you, look here, girl, you need to slow down, or man, you need to slow down and you need to just pump the brakes, because what I'm learning, even if we go, and we're not listening and really being attentive to our bodies, and if you don't shut it down, your body will take matters into its own hands, and it will shut down on its own. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened to me. It literally shut me down, because like I said, 2 days prior, I had the symptoms. I was lightheaded. I was flushed. I was doing excessive sweating more than normal, because it was dead in the day of heat. You know what I'm saying? So I knew to do all those things, and because I didn't pay attention, and I just wanted to get through it and help her with her project, and thought I was going to be able to, after the 4th day, it's over with, you're good. But baby, when I tell you, that's not how it went at all. That's not how it went. And so, that's not how it went. And you just, you grow and you go and you grow, and you learn different things every single day. Even with the things that you think something new is always, you're always learning, because you're always evolving. So I just really wanted to encourage you guys, if you are on a healing journey, especially recovering from fatigue, and things that I share. I want to tell you one thing. One thing that a download that I got yesterday, that I shared with the community yesterday, is that Spirit was telling me that when we overexert ourselves, we don't realize that we are causing trauma to our body. You know that people, sometimes be a car, accident, or, a sports injury. It even was giving me example of, pregnancy, when you going through labor and delivery. All of these things are really trauma to our bodies. And I really didn't look at it like that, injuries are what, regardless of what magnitude, childbirth, and all of these things are really traumatic effect on the body, and it's trauma. And I was just like, I just really never looked at it or thought about it in that manner. So again, guys, we only have one body. And it's really important for us to really be intentional about taking care of this vessel, what we put in our vessel, how we are overstimulating our vessels, and whether that's mental, emotional, physical, or psychologically, it's trauma, and our body reacts to trauma, and it reacts in different ways. So really, just be intentional about uh, how you are handling your body or mishandling your body, and allowing and cultivating time to give your body some self-care treatment, some self-care love, scaling back when you need to scale back, and not really just overstimulating yourself to the point where it will literally shut itself down if you're not, properly handling your vessel, your body, in the manner that your body, it speaks to you. It wants you to handle it the way that it needs to be handled. It takes the hits, the bruises, all of this type of stuff, and we really don't take the time to be intentional about putting our bodies back in recovery, building our bodies back up when it takes traumatic hits, or things of discomfort and all of that. We just pick up on where we left off and we go. And what it's telling us, no, I need you to rejuvenate me. I need you to give me some self-care. I need you to give me some self-love. I need you to treat me like you would treat, anybody else. I need to be nurtured. I need to be cared and looked after, and not just, just done any kind of way because you think, we do it all the time without even thinking. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I really wanted to just share my experience with you guys, and, to give you some tips and techniques that, excuse me guys, 1 second. I just wanted to be able to share some tools and techniques that I have intentionally been doing and aided my recovery this week. Again, with the grounding, going out in nature and grounding my body back to the soil or to the earth, meditating more at the lake, around body of water, going into the sauna. And then tomorrow, then also had, my husband gave me a deep, tissue massage today as well. So I was able I was going to go to a massage salon and get a deep tissue massage. But, he gave me one after I came back from the sauna, and I was really happy and grateful for that. Thank you, baby. You always taking care of me. And so tomorrow, what I'm going to do, because this weekend I have, with my business, I have a baby shower event to decorate. So I really need my head to be in the game, and I really need to, be as rejuvenated and as strong and have my muscles as tight and as porous as possible, because what I'll be doing this weekend. So all of these things I knew that I needed to do this week to help aid me, because I knew this weekend coming up that I had an event to do that was, pre-planned or hired way before, my injury, or, my body shutting down on me. So I knew that I need to do nothing but just to relax this week, and then just add in things that I needed to help, put myself in recovery mode, and have to build back up my muscles and to strengthen my muscles, and, to clear my pores and all of that. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a jacuzzi treatment where, see my jacuzzi here behind me. I'm going to be doing a jacuzzi treatment where I'm just going to get in the jacuzzi again and just allow the heat of the jacuzzi and the bubbles to just relax me, and to just, massage my muscles and release any type of tension or any type of aches or pains or bruises that, I suffered, because of, it shutting down on me, because the work that we was doing was outdoors, and I did, sustain some bruises to my legs and to my knees, from bending and not using a knee pad and all of that stuff. So I did, get some injuries or bruises to, the lower part of my body, as well as, some upper part. Just, what, shoveling and hitting yourself with the shovel and all that kind of stuff. So I knew that all of these things that I was incorporating was going to aid me in every area of my muscle tones and strengthening my muscles and relaxing and relaxing my muscles and trying to release any type of tension and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's what I really have been doing this week, and I can feel a difference in my body. I'm not doing anything that's strenuous. I haven't done any workout. I have not, been out in nature. I have not done any walking, any lifting, heavy lifting, because I knew that I was being intentional this week with doing nothing but putting myself in recovery and doing all the things I needed to help aid or speed up, my recovery process. So yeah, guys. So thank you guys so much. I hope something that I said or demonstrated or shared with you was helpful. Just pay attention to the red flags and the signs if you're going to be doing any type of outside activities, or if you're working outside, or even if you are, working out at the gym, or you're doing any type of other exercise regimen. Not to really push yourself and overstimulate yourself, especially when you get over, when you're at a certain age of myself, and it's even harder, to recover when you're over 50. So yeah, not overstimulating yourself, taking a break, not trying to do too much at one time, but really just listening to how your body is trying to tell you how to navigate and how to, do all the things. You can do all these things, but, do them in modification. You know what I'm saying? Do them in not modification, but moderation, so that you can have a healthy, body and not, do any injury to your body. So yeah, guys, with that being said, I hope something was said or demonstrated or shared with you that was helpful. If you're in a recovery mode, or you're going through a recovery or a healing process or journey, I hope some of the things that I shared with you that I'm doing personally in my healing journey just gave you some insight, or some, was helpful to you. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. It's been more than 30 minutes. So don't forget, even if you watch it on the playback, to double tap the screen, thumbs up the video, share it with someone who may be on a healing journey from recovering from an injury, or just, any type of recovery aid they're, needing to know different things that they may can do or incorporate, on their journey. So guys, with that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button and turn on your notification. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And guys, remember to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure you are nourishing, putting the right foods back in your body. You replenishing your body. You only have one body, and it's incumbent upon you to take care of this body, because if you take care of it, it's going to absolutely take care of you. With that being said, guys, remember to always protect your energy. We love and light. This is Goddess of Color, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, family, peace and love.